Hello Scorpio, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my water sign friends? I am a Pisces moon. Yep, I connect awesomely with a Scorpio. I love both feminine and masculine energies. How are you? Thank you for clicking here. I hope so far you've had an okay week, and thanks for taking the time to click here. So if you're brand new and you haven't been to Ten of Cups Tarot, watched a Scorpio reading before, thank you for giving it a shot, first of all, and I hope you will stay. Thank you for taking the time to watch. All right, this is always going to be for the week ahead, no matter when you find it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you for the week ahead, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome if you're a cross watcher. We have purity. Somebody's going to be honest with you, I think. Someone who you believe, someone who you trust, actually. I think you're going to be able to trust what they say. Embracing. I want to say that with embracing and purity, I feel like you're the one who's been embracing. Like, I feel like you're embracing having time alone. I feel like you're embracing whatever's going on astrologically. Like, I just feel like this bird looks so at peace. Yeah, and I feel you're like, yeah, 2 and 7 is 48. Sure, yeah, it's good. I feel like you are just spending time sitting on the porch of your cabin, looking out into the water. Like, I think you're really taking time to embrace the present moment. And I feel like it's given you this feeling of purity. Although I do feel like that there is somebody that you trust that is going to be honest with you, or someone who's always been honest with you. This person has something, the person I'm talking about here, this person has something that is very different from everyone else around them. So something they do, say, or the way they look physically makes them stick out in a crowd. Just looking at those two eyes, it's overlooking the whole thing here. So I think that you're in this embracing energy here. I think it's the pause before the miracle of inner peace. I love it. Look at that. Miracles, inner peace, and embracing. So you really are embracing the time alone, by yourself, without anyone else, not having to do anything for anyone else, not having, you know, it feels like the inner peace might come from a job that you just got, possibly a leadership role that really has put you in the flow. Somebody could be just recently have gotten some sort of a promotion, or maybe if you haven't yet, I'm predicting in the future. Okay, let's take a look here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. For the week ahead, please. One for Scorpio. All right. You say you want a revolution. That's what that song is. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, it says here evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. It almost feels like there is a revolution going on here, because I got the Beatles song Revolution in my head, and it feels like you're about to express yourself here. It says you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. I feel like it feels like you've had a realization that you want to say something to someone. I want to say that you're embracing this time here, but I want to say it's a healing time for you, because I think you're about to start a revolution, and I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means, but I heard the Beatles clearly in my head. You say you want a is it a resolution or a revolution? I think it's a revolution, right? Okay, I could be wrong. Look, I'm in my 50s, but I'm not really acquainted with the Beatles. I mean, I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So if you're an expert, you can let me know. All right, we've got luck is on your side. All right, new moon in Sagittarius. And when I see that card, new moon Sagittarius, it means that, you know, you're trying to see the silver lining in everything here. I feel like you are evolving. That's why we have evolution. It says you realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. So I almost feel like you're healing yourself in the silence, or you have been. And I think in the week ahead, I think that this evolution has taken place, and it feels like you're about to start a revolution, and it might be a revolution of looking at things with a silver lining. The glass is half full, and who cares about the glass? Just go get what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it is, the new moon in Sagittarius tells me it's a new beginning, taking action toward things that makes you feel like you're on an adventure, or riding off into the sunset, or, you know, all that dramatic stuff that happens in Disney. That's kind of, that's kind of Sagittarius energy. All right, we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Yeah, Leo would take action no matter what. The confidence is, you know, Leo is the lion, right? The one that's at the front of the pride. Doesn't care if the hair's done, doesn't care if they get scratches on their face. They're going to show up and they're going to be at the front. And so I think that's what it feels like. Somebody's about to show up for someone else. That's what it feels like. Where are we going here? Okay. All right. Talk about a Scorpio. What's going on here? Evolving. Somebody's having an upgrade in all of this commotion astrologically. There are lots of upgrades going on here to your software package. I feel like you're having revelations. You're embracing that you are evolving, and you're allowing yourself to evolve, and it's going to lead you to love. I think it's going to lead you to the Disney ending. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Tell me more about Scorpio. I know you don't believe it, but maybe you have Sag in your rising, you know? All right, so we have the Fool, who is Aries. So we've got Aries and Sagittarius energy here. We've got Libra, Justice. There's some changes that are happening here. The universe only drops you these major secrets, the major arcana, when something big is about to go down. When they come up in succession, we know that there is change afoot. There's another one. Wow. So what you figured out in the hermit mode is that we're all supposed to have these blockages. We're all supposed to have blocks and obstacles. What would be the point of being here if we didn't? If we weren't learning lessons? The only reason that you know to stop going that way is because there's a landslide. Go that way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's an evolution of how you're thinking. Three of Pentacles, luck is on your side. Look at that. Very interesting. We have the Six of Swords. Wow, somebody shook themselves free. Yeah, the Six of Swords. I'm no longer going to be in this chaos. I've decided to go. I'm just going to take what I learned and I'm going to go. So the Fool is the purity. I do believe that they kind of are sort of equal for me. Like the Fool is taking a leap of faith, but you know, when you're the Fool, you know, card 0 indicates that, you know, no one's written on the slate of your life or the slate of that chapter for you yet. It's also nothing and everything. It has the possibility to be everything because it's nothing, right? Because of the 0. And it feels like it's the beginning, like the beginnings of something really beautiful and pure. And you're going to take a leap of faith, but you're going to be caught by the hands of whoever your source is. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a time for you right now to have balance because you're embracing the quiet or being alone or, grateful for nature, or maybe you're practicing gratitude. You're embracing the evolution, and that song, hang on a second. Yeah, I don't know, I can only hear the first. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, that's the only thing I can hear. I can't hear anything past that, and I do know the lyrics. It's weird. Okay, so Three of Pentacles and the new moon in Sagittarius. The Three of Pentacles is we've built it to here. We're friends, or we're friends of friends. This could be partnership at work. It could be in the workplace. It's Pentacles. Doesn't have to be, but it almost feels like it's like we're friends, or we know each other through another person. That feels like that way as well. So we do have Aries, Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius. Okay. Get that on the bottom of the deck. Someone wants to make the decision to move forward because where they are is chaotic, and they know that where you are is the love. This could be you, this could be them, but the Two of Swords is here, the blockage. But here comes the Tower. Can't write that book, right? Here comes the Tower. I love it. So I don't know, Scorpio, if it's you that's been hesitating to make a decision about something. Look, this person has the blinders on. You know, their eyes are covered because they don't want to see the situation for what it is. So I feel like, Scorpio, you've been ignoring something that you didn't want to see for what it was. You didn't want to make the decision. You just didn't want to have to deal with it. And the universe said, look, now it's time. So I feel like here we are, you blowing yourself up here, you telling on yourself. Yeah, and I feel like the Tower falls because it's time to make a decision. Yeah, you've been stuck in this energy for long enough. I feel like your efforts of moving away from being disconnected or on the outside, feeling on the outside looking in, I feel brings the Tower because you want it. Yeah. Because you will it so, my friend. Because you are that powerful, you are, Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. I like this energy. Feels good. There might be a friend who is, or a friend of a friend, somebody who you either have had your eye on or they've had their eye on you. The new moon in Sagittarius. So it feels like the beginning of a passionate cycle. Maybe you're attracted to them or they are attracted to you and you don't know it. That would be kind of lucky. Maybe you're like talking to a friend like, oh, but what if that one was attracted to me? Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like that. But I feel like it's someone that you don't really know, that you haven't dated, you know, through friends of friends, or you met at a party through friends or something like that. We have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands. I'm going to say you were in that hermit energy for quite some time. Yeah, you couldn't get out of it, I don't think. I think that you were evolving for a while by yourself, and I think it was hard. Five of Wands is right next door. I feel like you were kind of beating yourself up about something as you go into hermit mode, but I think that you have figured something out as you come out. Look at that. Figured it out. I love it. Okay, so we have Five Swords and the Fool. And purity. Just listening. Somebody is going to take a leap of faith, and the Ace of Wands tells me that somebody wants to go on this new path. The Five of Swords is about not really being able to come to a resolution, and I wonder if it's with yourself or someone else. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? It's like somebody's taking a leap of faith to communicate with somebody here. Okay, the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, I don't want to see the situation for what it is. Somebody who's concealing something or lying. We've got the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords, which is 7. And it feels like this is like blocked. Somebody doesn't know what to say because they don't want an argument. So they're staying quiet for now. I want to say whoever's in the Fool energy here, this Aries energy, this person is very confident. They're very confident that they've done their homework enough to know that if they do take the leap of faith, they know it's at the bottom of the cliff. They know they can get themselves out. They're prepared if they get hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's a very strategic leap of faith. I'm going to say because, you know, Scorpio, you're not about just jumping off the edge, right? Not unless you know what the consequences are. And I feel like that's what's going on here. So whoever is making the leap of faith is someone who's very confident that it's going to end up in a path of passion. Now, I want to say that that there is something we haven't been talking about that has become a block, but somebody's trying to find the confidence to take the leap of faith and tell the truth. Understood. The Ace of Wands is here. Somebody wants to take a leap, and I feel like whoever has been, if this is you, I think that somebody's been embracing what I really want, looking out there. What do I really want? What do I need in my life? It feels like you're going over and over. What do I need in my life in order to make me feel balanced? Is it really passion that I need? Is it a new beginning? Like, I feel like you're going over a bunch of stuff, and I feel like the Eight of Swords tells us that you're there for a while because it's next to Virgo here. And I think you're evolving and evolving. I think you've been evolving quite a bit lately. Like, it feels like it's all at once. I want to say when you were young and, you know, you got the pains in the legs from growing so quickly, it feels like you're embracing the pain, the discomfort of it, that it might keep you awake at night. Eight of Swords is here, stuck in your head. But I feel like I think you're simultaneously beating yourself up over not doing it sooner. But stop that. Stop that, please. The Eight of Swords is the evolution. I believe that because you spent so much time up in your head, and now that you're in the Hermit energy here, it tells me that you're about to get some answers. The Tower's here, right? So your answers are kind of right around the corner. Obstacles are merely lessons. Okay, there we go. That's an obstacle. Obstacles are merely lessons. Understood. And that's why somebody's going to be confident enough to take the jump, because they understand that they've got the lessons. I feel like that's what's been happening. What's going on in the week ahead, please? What is the challenge for the week ahead, please, for Scorpio? Challenge for the week ahead is taking action on all of this, because Hermit mode means that you're not really talking to people, that you're kind of in the middle of this evolution. I feel like this is energy that's been gaining momentum probably, and it's coming into the week ahead, and I feel like you're just going to want to just shut the world off, go away, go to a cabin, a hotel in another state. Like, I feel like you just need time by yourself to recalibrate, to balance, and really understand what it is that you want. I feel like you're wondering if you should take this chance or get up and take action, inspired action. You'll do it if you're inspired. But I feel like the inspiration comes from within. So I feel like if the universe tells you in your gut that it's time to go, you will go. But I don't think you'll plan that out. I don't think you'll plan when to go. I think you'll plan as much as you can, and then you'll just execute it one day. You're like, nope, I'm not going home. I'm going to go to that person's place. Tell me about the Hermit phase. What are you learning in Hermit mode? I think you're learning that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, because the Five of Cups is here with the Nine of Cups. We go from the 5 to the 9 and then to the Queen of Cups. And we're talking about the Hermit energy. So I think you go through sort of a bunch of feelings about, I'm feeling sad that I didn't get my justice. And then I feel as though the 9 of Cups is here, 5 to the 9, but whatever's meant for me will never pass me by. It's sort of like the realization of whatever's meant for me will never pass me by. And the Queen of Cups is here as well. So the you go from having regret to having hope, to knowing it's out there for you, to know that you want to be in love again. but you're in indecision as we leave this reading here. I feel like that you are having a realization about somebody who is already in partnership with you. So somebody you already know, someone who could be a friend of a friend. I went through all of that stuff, right? It feels like someone that you may know from the workplace, or someone that you know that you've volunteered with. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here in the Three of Pentacles? Luck is on your side. Again, I'm just going to point out more merciful towers. Towers are always way more merciful than they are anything else. They take us off our wrong path and put us on the right path. There's something coming out here. The Tower's falling on the Seven of Swords. Someone's about to be honest or break the silence. And it could be you, because the Tower is right here. Scorpio is here. I don't know if somebody's been hiding something from you, or you've been hiding the way you feel about someone, possibly. I feel like the Seven of Swords is where you hide all the things that you don't want to be vulnerable about. And when the Tower falls, I feel like you're forced to be vulnerable here. Knight of Wands. Maybe it's the impulsion I was talking about. Maybe it's I've just got to say what I've got to say. I've been keeping it concealed for too long, and I think the Tower is like the jolt that puts you into the saddle here. I think you do want to speak to somebody who's maybe a friend, or you know, whatever that Three of Pentacles is for you. And I feel like you're seeing it from their side or from another side. And I feel like you want to speak with them. I also feel like they want to speak with you, if you're wondering. And luck is on your side. I think this is a time of evolution for you. You're growing and understanding and learning and knowing. And I feel like you're willing to see things from other people's, the way other people viewed it. And I think you're willing to talk about that now, because when this shows up to me, it's like you're willing to accept there's another opportunity to look at it from a point of view that maybe you didn't look at it from before. And that's actually a really great skill. It's an empathy thing, right? It's an empathic thing, to be able to really see it and feel it from someone else's point of view. And I think you are, and I think that's why there is going to be conversation between you and this friend. Because the Tower is here, because something is supposed to be revealed, and I think it's that you're really attracted to somebody here. That's what it feels like. What did you learn in the evolution? How are you evolving? Three of Cups. Lovers. Ooh, look at that. You're ready to work on it now. Eight of Pentacles is, I've worked on me long enough. It's time to go. The Eight of Pentacles is looking directly at the Lovers. I want to work on this connection that I know is a soulmate connection. The Three of Cups is, I want the reunion. I want the reunion. Let's talk about it. I know we have to be really honest with each other about, you know, seeing it from another side. It feels like somebody is, this doesn't necessarily to me feel like it's any sort of apology though. It feels like somebody is seeing it from another side. They have a realization that they never really showed you on the surface that they were attracted to you, or vice versa. And this is someone that you've not dated, because they're coming up as a Three of Pentacles. I feel like you have taken a leap of faith in your life, because you are confident that you will find an Ace of Wands, that you will open a new path of passion. It will bring you balance. But I feel like this inspired action is coming from you embracing the evolution that you've been going through. I think you're about to make some different situations transpire for yourself. The bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is right there, hot on your trail. Six of Swords, yeah, it shakes you free. So it is time for you to have things that are fortunate, beautiful, and wonderful. This is the card of Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, all the fixed signs. This is fated energy. This is a fated move for some of you. It could be a physical move, but I feel for a lot of you, it is a move that you're changing your mind. There's a lot of changes coming, and only one of the things that it's changing is changing your mind and helping you move on. So you maybe can find yourself a commitment if that's what you want. Somebody is scared to take that leap because they don't want to be disappointed. They're scared to take this leap because I don't want to be disappointed. All right. We're going to leave it there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I appreciate you. I hope you'll be in the comments. That's where I will be looking for you. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I love you guys. I'll be back because I'm always back. I love you. Bye-bye.